What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Cleaning Green Lawn Service in beautiful South Georgia. Hey, hope y'all having a great day. Didn't get any video today, but I did do a little bit more clearing out, and I did widen out the road coming back here. Man, we had a bad storm last night, and I thought, man, I hope my shelter's okay, because I never have finished bracing it. Look at that opening coming down through there now, man. Probably can't see for the sun, but look at that power pole. Marker for the power pole. And y'all probably, I don't know if y'all can see these flags here. That's where the last telephone pole's going. I met with the guy from our electrical cooperative today, and we got everything marked out, staked out, and now my wife and I and my neighbor and his wife have to go up and sign a right-of-way easement, because you have to do that every time you put a pole somewhere on your property around here. Even though they can come on the property to the other poles, they got to have access to every one of them. I mean, anyway, I guess that's been a problem before somewhere down the line, so they have to do it. But anyway, there's flags on the pole, on the tree there. They're gonna have to trim those trees. I think they're gonna cut all them down. And there's gonna be another pole right in here. Another pole right here that's gonna go across to my neighbor's way on the other side of his property over there. So, and I need to get with him, make sure that's gonna work out with him. And if not, we'll move them around. But he's already told me I could run it across there overhead. He would rather me do it overhead than to do it underground. So, anyway, it's been kind of cool here today, man. We had a nasty night, like I said last night, though, and I was like, man, I hope that, and I mean, the wind was just blowing. It's supposed to be 40 to 45 mile an hour gust, and it felt like it at the house. And I was like, man. So I get down here to the shelter this morning, and I got one of those small orange cones sitting on top of the shelter, and it's still up there. The good thing about where that's at is there's trees all around, and so that wind never really got down in there like it did probably around our house. So anyway, I got to ride to town right now. I need to go put a couple of checks in the bank, and I ran out of diesel a while ago in the tractor. I usually just go buy 5 gallons at a time, so I burnt 5 gallons of diesel in it this last week. So now, if I got it on a trailer and take it somewhere, I fill it up. I don't think it holds but like 8 gallons or something like that, though it don't hold a whole bunch. But I hadn't noticed it lately. I had a slow leak on the bowl on it. And so I would never put over a couple of gallons in it at a time, because sometimes, now it doesn't do it now, but used to, the tractor, I mean, there's been times it sat there for probably 2.5 months and never even got cranked. So, I mean, I'm using it a lot more now. And what would happen, that slow little drip that would come out of there, you could leak out 2 gallons of fuel if it just sat there. So I just didn't put a bunch in it. But you know how sometimes stuff will, a little slow gravity leak like that, I guess it just kind of fixes itself, you know, gums up or something. I haven't noticed, it's got some hydraulic leaking a little bit, but I haven't noticed any fuel coming out of it. And when I get done with all this, I really need to take it to the shop and just get them to go over it and take care of that stuff. And I need to check out all them hydraulic lines, but I've been hesitant to worry too much about the hydraulic lines, because I mean, they're doing fine. But the other part is, I have never had to add hydraulic fluid. It's not leaking much, just a little drip here and there. But with the kind of work I'm doing out here, I'm subject to rip one of them off anyway, you know. So, and of course I was thinking about buying a new tractor with a backhoe and all that, but I think I probably talked myself out of that, you know. We'll see. But anyway, power company's been out to stake out. Called my buddy that's got the backhoe. He said he'd come throw my pole up for me, and you know, I'm sure they'll get that done sometime this week, and we'll get down there to the power place sometime this week and get all the documents signed for right-of-way and easement and all that. And he said once all that's done, usually about a week and a half before they come do it. Now, I realize that we're right at Christmas, so if I don't get all of that stuff done this week, then I would expect it'll probably be after Christmas before it gets done, which is not a big deal. I got an extension cord in the back of the truck. I'm actually going to go down there and run power to hook my boat up, to keep my batteries charging, and to hook my trailer up, and maybe even put a light under the shelter. I don't really go down there at night anyway, but you know, just so it would be lit up. So anyway, that's what we got going on. I need to get to the bank. They close in 38 minutes. Got to get up there, get some money, put some money in, and get some money out. Can't tell y'all what I'm getting the money out for. It ain't got nothing to do with business, so anyway, check back with you. All right, we're back at the shop, and I just plugged in the battery charger, and I'm really amazed that my boat hasn't been on a charger in like a month. I got 3 green lights over there, so them batteries must be in pretty good shape. Old Suzuki boy, I gotta redo all this. I think what I'm gonna have to do though, I got an issue I didn't think about with the boat. The boat's only 16 foot, but see how far that trailer hangs out? Now it's okay right there. But the problem is this. I'm out the back, and I mean, that ain't really an issue, but I want to close the back end over the boat because I just don't like it getting full of leaves and all that kind of stuff. And I was going to close it in, and on the back wall put all my rods and all that kind of stuff. So what I may end up doing is on one of these bays. I'm not sure where this is going to go, or I may just build another whole bay for it. But if I do, I'm going to make it about 6 foot deeper probably. So, and I may just build me another off the other end just for the boat. I don't know. I need to do something though, because I want to have it closed in a little bit better, and it might be better if I was going to close it in to have it on the end. So I don't know. That works for now, but eventually I want to do something. Got my diesel back there, 5.8 gallons in that 5-gallon jug. And I got my, you can't tell it, but my trailer's hooked up, so my battery charger, all that stuff in there is running now. Keep my batteries charged. I got to get, the other thing I need to do is I'm gonna go see my local insurance agent, and I want to get a price on putting my trucks. I already have a commercial policy for the trucks and trailers. The problem is I don't have all my equipment on there, like my lawnmowers and all that. So for example, if I got in an accident, they would pay for the truck and they would pay for the trailer. But the truth of the matter is, if I had the Super Z and the Super S on a trailer and something happened and they got thrown off and tore up, those 2 lawnmowers are worth more than the truck and the trailer, you know. So I'm gonna see about getting all that put together and my building and everything. Just kind of see what that looks like. And the reason I said a local agent, because you can talk to them. You go, okay, hey, this is what I want covered. You know, talking to somebody far away on a phone about, you know, I don't know. They don't give you the option online to add like your lawnmowers and all that. Now, like I said, my trailers are insured and my trucks are insured. But, I mean, this shelter here, I guess I could just cover it under my homeowners because it's on the property. I just need to look at all that and really see what I need to do because, you know, like I said, I end up with probably about $2,400–2,500 invested in this shelter back here. If a tree falls on it, you know, I don't want to have to cough that money back up, and I plan on putting more stuff back there. I'll show y'all this other shelter up here in just a second in case some of y'all have forgot about it, or I was trying to see why the dog took off running. I thought my dogs was out chasing it. I don't see them. Anyway, I'm gonna show y'all what we got. Show you this shelter up here. So this is a 24 wide and 20 deep, which is basically half the size of the one back there. Now this does have 9-foot legs on it, so it is tall. And I got it tall so I could build a lean-to off the side of it. But this is it right here with all that junk under it. So see, I got to get all this stuff out of here. This is my front yard. So my plan is to take this and move it to the back of the property and probably have a slab poured back there and put this on the slab. Now I don't know if I'll have time to do the slab or not. That's a pretty good size slab, you know. But what I like to do is move it back there and then totally close it in and put a big double door or something on the front. I want the front big enough to where if I needed to, I could back a trailer into it and work on it if I had to. So I need about a 10-foot opening in the middle of the front. But anyway, I'll put it back there, totally close it in, and be able to take lawnmowers in there on the concrete, you know, change blades, change oil, do maintenance, grease them, sharpen blades in there, do all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the plan right now. Again, you know, I got to get my electricity down there first, and then we'll just see. I'm gonna have to see how much a slab is gonna cost, because one of the things is right now, obviously I'm spending a bunch of money, and I spend a lot of money and not really making no money. I mean, I still got payroll, you know, because like I said, Elro gets paid year round. I get paid year round. So I believe, and then, you know, I got truck payments, more payments, I got all that stuff. You know, we somewhere, depending on how much driving we do and how much work we actually do in the off season, our operating costs with insurance, all the overhead, insurance, fuel, maintenance, payroll, all of that, operating cost is probably somewhere between $6,000 and $8,000 a month, whether we work or not. You know, 6 would be a minimum if we didn't even crank the trucks up and go nowhere. Between payroll and, you know, just your insurance that you got to carry year round, I mean, all that kind of stuff. So and really in November, December, January, them 3 months, we really don't generate any revenue. So you're looking at anywhere from you know, $18,000 to $24,000 being spent when you're not making anything. Plus, you know, just other stuff I'm doing, like, you know, the $2,500 on the shelter. It's gonna cost anywhere from $800 to $1,200 to have power run back there. I just gave out a bunch of, I ain't gonna say how much, but I mean, I gave out more than a couple of $100 worth of Christmas bonuses to all the guys, and that work regular. And, you know, I'm trying to think, seemed like there was something else. Oh, well, no. Oh, well, and I just spent, I I basically spent $2,000 on the F-150 after the season was, you know, basically over. And then I'm taking me a big Christmas bonus out of that money. You know, so nothing wrong with that. Work hard, deserve it, right? So, you know, you just got a slab back there, you know, could be, I don't even know what it'd be. I mean, I really ain't even figured out how many yards of concrete it is. I need to figure all that up and see how much concrete it'd be. Not to mention, I mean, because I can excavate it out and get it ready. But whether I'm going to take the time to do all that or just see how much they'd charge me and let them just come knocking on out, you know. Because I need to focus on getting the building back there and getting the building set up. So, anyway, we'll see. But I do need to, you know, I will have to kind of sit down and look at the money and see, you know, where we at on it. Make sure we got plenty, because I don't want to drain my account, you know, because if I see something, a good deal. I saw a deal the other day on a lawnmower. I thought, man, I'll just go buy that thing. Not that I need it, but it's a smaller one I could use for some of these yards that's got gates and stuff like that. And some of them that my big mowers can get in, but I just hate putting those big mowers around the pool areas. They just track up. They do, you know. And so I want to have some money. If I see something, if I come across a good deal, I want to be able to go and, you know, get it, you know. So, but come the end of January, 1st February for sure, as long as we keep the bank accounts, we'll have money start flowing back in. And we have money come in every month. We got year-round contracts, but that's, we probably have about half of what we need to operate, probably not even quite half of what we need to operate that comes in every month. So, you know, so when I say $6,000 to $8,000 a month, we're not draining that much out of the account, but we draining at least half of that, and then all this stuff I'm buying and spending. So anyway, let me shut this video down. Hey, appreciate y'all watching today. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you and that you might see all of your blessings as from him. Hope you have a great day.